is going on, everybody? Welcome back to yet another episode of our weekly podcast. We are Batting Practice. I'm Josh. That's Jacob. Andrew's down there. Of course, as always, we got a great one for you today. Talking a little World Series, talking a little Sorare NBA, and specifically what's missing, which isn't really Sorare's fault. It's a different extension of Sorare. So we'll get into that. If you know, you know. But before we get into all of that, Andrew is perplexed. He's doing mental math, and I'm
I
so
am.
curious what he is mental mathing right now.
How many weeks are there between October and April? Basically, how long is the NBA season?
Oh, okay. There
I,
is two plus four
I think
would be
it's
six
24 weeks. It's 24 weeks,
times
right?
four. Yeah. Ish,
But
24-ish weeks.
but that means there's 48 solar game weeks. However, October is basically already passed. We're already at the end of October. So
Right.
scratch off 8 of those. So 40.
Now
So
that you're
basically, I'm trying to do some math, guys. I'll show you. I'll tell you guys what it's for at the end. I have a dollar amount in mind. It's actually
Oh,
higher than I
okay.
was gonna. It's higher than
Ooh.
what I was expecting. Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
I like it. I
Maybe
like it.
maybe we got some values out there.
Okay. All right. I was gonna say, now that you're done doing this math, how are we feeling tonight? Game week just closed for the midweek. Feeling good about your lineups?
You
Dude,
know,
so sorry, Andrew. I just like in MLB have a nice little buck stack uh to accompany my brewer stack. What's up with the Bucks, man? And they played the Celtics in like 30 minutes. Uh away. Like the Celtics are home. What's up with
yeah,
the
it's a
Bucks? 1-2 to start the season, not looking terribly great. Giannis has been pretty good. Um for my so rare lineup. I've only won boxes and common cards. I have not won anything other than that, unfortunately. But I'm excited for my lineups, other than I need the Bucks to step it up. If this is how the season's going to go, my lineups are not looking that great.
well. It's how their L10s go down though.
That's true,
That's
because
So they
true.
I could
become they're
start
going to
putting
become a
Giannis in
value.
my contender.
That's how you know the Bucks are doomed. If you can put Giannis in your contender,
Oh,
that's how you know
God.
we're screwed. But yeah, if all the Bucks suddenly become value plays, it's probably not a good sign overall. But yeah, it's funny. I've been following my fantasy teams more than honestly the Bucks themselves. But the season is long, as we covered. It's 40-ish weeks. Or no, 24 weeks, 40 sober game weeks. That's not even including the playoffs. We got lots of basketball left. I'm not worried. I think I'm approaching basketball this year the same way. I think I'm going to try to approach baseball, where I don't care how my team is doing. I just care if they're in playoff contention. And as long as they're in playoff contention, that's fine by me. They don't have to win the division. They don't have to be the top seed. I don't care. Just get to the playoffs, and then I'll ride or die. I don't know. Does that make me a bad fan?
Nah. Yeah, it makes you a horrible fan. No.
I
Um,
mean,
no, but it leans towards more of the Cubs bandwagon than I think you are thinking about. I think it's
hmm.
you'll start to see more Cubs fans towards the end of the season.
For sure. A little more fair
Yes.
weather.
I think I'm trying. I guess it's less fair weather. What's the opposite of like I am not going to put the cart before the horse. Like if my team, like right now, like if I was a Chiefs fan, if I was a Celtics fan, I wouldn't be ready. I wouldn't say like, all right, let's start to hang the banner. Like we're good in the regular season. Big asterisk there. Like oh, and maybe I instead of saying regular season misses don't matter, it's regular season success doesn't matter. I'm gonna discount regular season success more. Maybe it's not that I'll become a bandwagon, but I think I'm not gonna get on the wagon at all. I'm just gonna stay off the wagon.
Okay. You're taking each game for what it's worth and not letting the regular season hype you up too much for the playoffs. Because it's
Yeah.
sometimes, for example, with Aaron Rodgers, besides the year that he got hurt as a Packers fan, we got quote unquote used to being in the playoffs.
True.
And that's it's a weird feeling now because the Bucks are kind of going through that where they're
Yeah.
making it to the playoffs seemingly every season because they have a team that should be making the playoffs. And the regular season success to make the playoffs, other than winning the championship, which, like, not to discredit that, but the years since that have been not great. The success in the playoffs has been not great. So, yeah, I see where you're coming from. I guess it's not a fair weather sort of situation here where, oh my God, my team is starting to do good, so now I'm going to spend money on a ticket to go see them. You should have been watching all along. Just watch some highlights, man. How about that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Watch the
Check the
highlights.
box
yeah,
scores.
yeah.
I'll throw I think this year I'm not gonna get NBA TV. I might change my mind and get the one where it just allows me to watch the Bucks. Last year I did have it where I could watch any game. That was a little too much considering how generally there's always a game on a network TV, at least through YouTube TV that I subscribe to. So I'm not gonna go above and beyond I'm gonna let the games come to me. I'm not gonna go seek the games out. So it's like whatever's on, that's what I'm gonna watch. That way I'm going to get a good breath of, I was watching the Pacers the other night and I saw the Toronto Raptors play. I'm trying to get more eclectic, more broad in my takes rather than just the Bucks.
I like that. You're just investing less into this team.
How
You
I
about
think I'm investing less, period, except my fantasy
yeah,
teams.
right.
But fantasy's real.
The rewards are real.
yeah?
Oh, that's true. You have to win them though.
How about
True.
bandwagoning? This is bandwagoning. You can bandwagon the um Cavaliers because you live close to a Cleveland bar.
That's true.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have a one of one first edition Evan Mobley. Do
Yeah.
not ask me what I spent on it.
Try and
You
market
can
it
go
to
look.
them.
Yeah. Oh my. That's the only way I think I'm ever going to make money on that card.
That's
Or
Oh
unless
awesome.
man.
Mobley just goes on, just he becomes the
Maybe
next
he'll pan
Luca. And
out all of a sudden. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, him and Cade. I thought they were really going to turn it up these last couple of years. Cade, he got hurt, so that unfortunately was a big bummer. Injuries do set even the greats back. But yeah, Mobley and Cade, I'm hoping pan out from a pure financial and just humble brag that I nailed both of their player trajectories.
Yeah.
Oh
Well,
man.
hey, I mean, it's a cool for the collection bonus, you know?
True. I didn't even know that was a thing. I was this idiot that bought a one of one before there was any reason to do so. There was absolutely no reason to do so. I was just that idiot that had COVID, like the COVID government checks and just
Oh,
spent it on
yeah,
JPEGs.
Timmy.
those came out at a good time, right at the beginning of
Bad
Sorare.
time. Bad
Oh,
time for
yeah.
yeah, great time for
Oh, yeah.
Nicola. Yep.
Oh man.
Well,
Right into his bank
Josh,
account.
you
Yes.
mentioned, speaking of hanging the banner,
Ooh.
we have another series going on in baseball that we have not talked about yet. And don't worry,
The best
we
season
will.
ever, series ever.
Exactly. Which I'll bring up a point that I hope will reach its point to you guys that was also brought up by us on our other podcast, Talking Baseball, that you will hear about the World Series. But no, we have the World Series going on. Come on, let's not delay it all. And we got hanging the banner. Dodgers fans, are they doing it already? What do you think? They're up 2-0 in the series. I mean, say what you want about the second game. How about that first game? I was watching that on my phone after work, a long day of work, looking up, looking down, looking up, looking down. See the
Were you
first pitch.
driving?
Yeah, I was driving
Wow.
back from work. No, I was. I'm going to
At a
expose
stoplight.
myself. I'm going to literally expose myself here on the podcast. I was taking an Epsom salt bath.
Yeah.
It's a good muscle relaxer, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Respect. Respect.
for I don't know if it's ever been talked about on the podcast, but we have problems with my back. It's not great, but it helps. So
Wait, is that what those Florida people inhale and then they go turn into zombies?
no,
Is
those
that bath salts? That's
yeah.
bath salts,
Yeah.
right? Different.
I think it's the same thing because I
Yeah,
used to
bath salts in a bath
yeah.
Okay.
compared to
Yeah.
All
bath
right.
salts. It's
All right. Just go all
potato
Florida man on
potato.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, either way, almost dropped my phone in the water. Long story
Oh.
short. Didn't. Caught it. Hit the side. We got it. Oh my God. Grand slam. Walk off. That's the end of the game. Freddie Freeman. Andrew, you have a Sorare card.
Oh yeah, boosted it, baby.
You really?
Oh,
Oh yeah.
I
boosted.
boosted Soto. Okay.
Yeah.
He's got 2 for 2 with 2 home runs in the games. Or not 2 for 2, but
My lineup would be
got a home run in
competitive
each game.
this game week if Evan Phillips just
Oh, out.
Oh, he
rep
didn't make the
rep.
roster. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's like my
that's on
common
me.
lineup. I was swapping everyone in and out, and I like Nash, I couldn't get Otani. I was like, you know what? We're gonna have to stick with Aaron Judge. He's over.
Minus
He's
Yeah.
got
five.
-5, yeah. Or 4, something like that.
He looks lost.
Yeah.
Lost. I think the Dodgers are hanging in the banner already. Um, First of all, knowing that as the Yankees you can't win at home, I think that's a big demoralizing factor. Um, they have the next three at home, but then they go back to LA. So there's guaranteed to be more games in LA. Um, and I don't see the Yankees winning three in a row against the Dodgers. So I think the Dodgers have it in six. That's my prediction.
Okay.
I
All
think
right.
Yankees win the first,
Ooh.
Dodgers win the second, Yankees win the third, then it goes back to LA, Dodgers win in LA.
All right. Dodgers win at home in 6. You heard it here first. That's what we said since the beginning of the season. Nothing's changed.
I think did I take the Dodgers or did I take the Astros?
No, we took the
I think I took the Astros.
Orioles. Nash took the
No, you took the Orioles.
Orioles.
I didn't
No,
take the
2 of
Orioles.
us took the
Phillies,
Orioles.
somebody took the Phillies,
No,
I
that was
thought.
me last year.
Oh, Andrew might have taken the Dodgers. I don't know.
Did
I'll
you?
have to look back.
Yeah, come on. Don't
Okay.
discount.
Okay. Okay.
Let's see.
Okay.
Let's
Okay.
see. Well,
All
I
right.
need to I
Receipts.
can't brag because I need to see.
It was the easy pick with Otani, but it's like no one actually they're like, nah, the Dodgers won't actually win. It's just fun to pick them with Otani, right? Nah, you
Oh yeah.
believed. You're a believer.
I mean I think it's gonna go game 7. I think
Okay.
Ooh,
just the ML because the MLB script writers just can't it
true.
has to be game 7. Come
Who
on,
you
guys. It's all
got?
rigged. It's all
Who you
rigged.
got? Who you got in game seven then?
Okay.
Uh,
So the
I'll
point
flip a
that I will
coin.
bring up about the quote unquote rigging is the Dodgers and the Yankees have faced each other these crazy amount of times in the World Series, right? Half of
Nope.
those, if not 80% of those, are from the 1940s and 50s. None of us were alive. Our grandparents were
Oh,
alive, but none of us were alive. This is the Brooklyn Dodgers we're talking about. This is Jackie
Mhm.
Robinson, Sandy Koufax versus Joe DiMaggio, Mickey Mantle. Like,
that's crazy.
yeah, these aren't Juan Soto versus Otani's, which we don't get to see very often. Did we even see it once this year with an interleague matchup? I don't know. But we have, again, Soto, Judge versus Otani versus Mookie versus Freddie. So many MVPs that we wouldn't have got to see if this series didn't happen. And sure, you can be mad that it's a giant payroll team versus a giant payroll team. But guess what? Unless the Guardians won, the Mets are also a giant payroll team. So it's not like we were doing that great to begin with in the previous series. Plus, this Yankees Dodgers narrative is so blown out of proportion because of those games that happened, or those series that happened so long ago. And Dodgers, other than winning a fake World Series in 2020, they haven't won in a long time. Yankees, they didn't even win a single World Series in the 2010s, much less the 2020s. They haven't won in a while. It's hard saying that as a Brewers fan because they haven't won at all. But either way, just a matchup that has been entertaining. It's been more entertaining than Dodgers Mets, that's for sure, because all of those games were blowouts. And yeah, that's my end of rant right there. I think it's been a good series, and unless we see Yankees Dodgers maybe 3 times over the next 5 years, hey, I'm down with it. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I think I'm able to appreciate that it is good baseball. It's some of the best players going up against some of the best players, which is good baseball. I think mine and a lot of other people's beef with this series is that you look at a team like the Yankees, who were bad for all of what, 1 or 2 years, missing out on the playoffs. Then they go out and sign one of the best players in baseball, and then they're able to make it to the World Series and potentially win the World Series. Um, I think that's where a lot of people I feel like have their drawback is from that situation. Whereas fans of the Brewers, the Pirates, the those kind of teams in the MLB, that's never an option for us. We're never going to be able to pull a guy like Juan Soto to put our team over the finish line. So yeah, boohoo, the Dodgers won a fake World Series 4 years ago, and boohoo, the Yankees haven't won since 2009. But some people have never seen their team win a World Series ever. So, like, yes, it is, they haven't played each other in a while. That's fair. Yankees haven't won in 15 years, fair. Dodgers haven't won since the 80s, besides 2020, whatever. But that being said, look at us, Brewers fans. Look at who else the Twins haven't won. Um, I couldn't rattle off
Padres.
the Padres. Exactly.
They
Uh,
should have won this year.
true. They should have won when they had Juan Soto, Tatis, and Machado, but they didn't.
You could argue
But
that the Padres are a big market team.
they are a big
No, they're
market team.
not. Oh, I looked it up. I fat. They're the 30th or 32nd media market. The Twin
Sorry,
Cities is
what?
actually bigger. I looked it up.
30th.
So
There's only 30
the
teams, and I
or
don't think they're last.
no, in U.S. cities, they're the 32nd
Oh, I see
TV
what you're
market.
saying. I see what you're saying.
Oh,
So which actually the argument there should actually be cities that should have a team like Charlotte that doesn't, that should have, like, by TV ratings they should have a team, not San Diego.
Right. Dang.
but look how much money as an organization. That's the argument that Nash is presenting here. Look how much
It's
money as an
true.
organization that San Diego has spent.
It's true.
I
And
think
They're not going to make it back though.
exactly,
I think
they're not the
the
Dodgers.
I
It's true.
think
Or
not
the Yankees.
only I think we need two things. I think we need a salary cap, but I also think more importantly we need a salary floor.
You're getting okay. We need to talk about Sora NBA. You're getting off track here.
I'm
we're
just
not we're
saying.
not getting in you're I'm saying I'm trying to argue from an objective standpoint that it should be a good series of baseball, and it has
Oh
been so
yeah.
far.
Oh yeah.
Um, I wouldn't necessarily disagree with you that, like, as in fact I don't. As Brewers fans, it sucks, yeah. But sometimes the good teams have to make the World Series, you know?
It's
Sometimes
true.
sometimes it has to be the Yankees, sometimes it has to be the Dodgers. They have the best players. Yes, we do need a salary cap. Yes, we do need all of that stuff, but we could talk about that for an hour. Um, but at the end of the day, um, it's I guess sometimes the good teams have to make it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And yeah. But anything else, I guess. Anything else here, World Series wise, not to shut you down. Like
No,
any response to that, I guess.
Dodgers in six.
Dodgers in 6. Okay. All
Wait,
right.
Jacob, wait, did you say Dodgers too? Or Yankees? Who'd you have winning?
I said the Dodgers before the series even started because I wanted them to win because of Otani.
In 6 or 7,
I
5?
didn't give a game amount. I did not give a game amount. So I
If you
guess
did
I can't.
now?
Or should I still commit to one? I would
Yeah.
say you think the Yankees are going to win 2. That would be 6. I could see the Yankees winning 3. I want a game 7. Let's go game 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Again, good for the sport. It's also good for the sport. The Japanese market is booming, is absolutely booming because of Otani and Yamamoto. Anyways, end rant. End rant. Um, shout out, not that he's listening, to Trevor Plouffe, because I kind of had the same sentiment that he did. And then I listened. That's why I made the talking baseball reference earlier. Um, they kind of had the same sentiment there, especially as Yankees fans, that hey, it's should be a fun, entertaining series to watch at the very least as a neutral. A neutral that hates both teams.
Right.
But speaking of hating teams, we hinted at it earlier, our Milwaukee Bucks are playing the NBA champions Boston Celtics tonight. In fact, that game starts right now. I think
Ooh.
like this minute, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time on
That's
Monday. Yeah?
if NBA games start on time, which they never
That's
do, which is
true.
hilarious.
That's
It's
true.
so
That's
funny.
true.
NBA start times are absolutely hilarious.
It's something I don't know how soccer does it, but
Yeah,
they start on the minute. It's
except
every
MLS,
game except
not
MLS.
MLS.
It's American sports,
Yeah.
American
European.
sports.
Yes, football. You're doing it right over there. But oh, maybe
Yeah.
it's a soccer versus football thing. If it's called football, it starts on time, but if it's called soccer, it doesn't.
Wait, did the London games start on time?
Oh,
Ooh,
like the London NFL games?
Yeah,
that's a good
That's
point.
that's the
true.
true test. That's the
That's
true
the
test.
true the litmus test right there. Is if you dip the London games, do they show up the
Or
right color?
the Sorare NBA Paris games, do those start on time?
That's true.
Ooh, good question.
Well, these are the answers we need to find out.
All right, let us know. Let us
Do some
know.
journalisming.
Yeah, we need some investigative journalism here. But Sorare NBA games in Paris
Last year, I
last year, I think. Yeah.
I think they're going abroad again. Well, I know the Timberwolves opened up their season, I believe, in Abu Dhabi.
Hmm.
Uh, but I think there definitely are, just like the success that the NFL's had. I think NBA is going abroad again this year.
It's gonna be sick. But how we doing? It's been 1 week since you looked at me. But it's also been 1 week since Solar NBA started. And like I've said at the beginning of the podcast, I've only won boxes. I haven't won any players yet.
I'm here for you.
All
I
right.
got. Do you want to hear? Do you want to be consoled? Do you want to be consoled?
Sure, but my market credit needs to be consoled more than anything, I think.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I can tell you what to spend that market credit on to give
Ooh.
you some ideas.
Ooh.
Okay. This is the PSA. If you did not win any rewards, or if you feel like you did not win any rewards in Store NBA, this one's for you. This is what I told myself. So at the start of the season, you are at a tremendous disadvantage if you do not have any rookies or anyone that seemingly is coming off of a zero for no NBA experience. Basically, if you wanted to win, you needed to get a Zach Edey, you needed to get a Sar from the Wizards. You needed to get somebody that was just coming on a zero and just gets 20. That's instant plus 30 points in your lineup off nothing. So you could literally fill your cap with contender with a 40 average across the board, which is insane. There's so many good players at a 40 cap. So that's my consolation. This is the only time of year where that's going to be true. Now the rookies, that zero is gone. So you don't have to worry about them. You don't have any of the fresh
Yes.
rookies. You don't have to worry about it. However, there still will be some guys like Zach Edey. I think this week is on a 9. He eventually will settle into his average. There still will be in these first couple of weeks guys that had a slower start or slower end of last year. Josh, your call of Trae Young, so spot on from last podcast.
Yeah,
But
well.
eventually, his L10 will be better. And if you haven't been winning, the guys that maybe are starting to underperform, they will become value over time. So if you're not winning right now, I think NBA is a little bit cyclical. I think the beginning of the year is a little bit more frustrating since there's more cheat codes and bigger cheat codes out there than ever before. So if you did not win anything, not win any cards, do not fret. I think this is the hardest time to win unless you picked up one of those rookies.
Okay. Don't let me forget. Pack competition you mentioned.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, don't let it. Okay. Let's just get into it real quick. So, yeah, I have a good tweet for you, Nash, because right now the Bucks are playing those Celtics. But if you don't remember, Andrew, you mentioned Trey Young, who
Yeah, he went
I
off.
ended up getting out of a pack for my pack competition, and that's who I ended up going with. And he scored
Smart.
57 so rare points.
It's
Yep.
crazy.
Crazy. He went completely off.
On like a
He
30.
was going behind the back, around the side with his passes, while also like hitting shots. It was great. It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was fun to watch. And Andrew and Nash had Carl Anthony Towns and Wemby, respectively. And both of them kind of struggled in their first game. Cat with his new
Yeah.
team, Wemby in his second year,
Yeah.
got that second year hangover, maybe. No, he won't. He'll be fine. But you see both of these players and they put up the exact same score of 25. So I had to go into the deep dive to the game week and
Yes.
click on the players' stats individually.
We don't do
And
ties.
we don't do ties. That would be boring. We sent out, or we only want one person to send out a tweet and we can make fun of them. And it turned out that Cat had 25.9 and Wemby 25.3. So one more block for Wemby would have done it. One more point.
Yep.
One more almost
One less
anything.
turnover.
Yeah.
Or one less. Yeah.
Yeah. Or one less turnover or just anything would have completely changed the outcome. But Nash, you are the pack loser this time. I'm undefeated so far. Andrew, I think you've got one L.
I think so. I
Oh
did.
wait, no. No, I lost a Sorare competition. I didn't lose a pack competition. But anyways, yeah, whatever. I have lost. I've had to tweet. Nash, I think no matter the result of the Bucks versus Celtics game, I think you got to tweet something nice about the Celtics. Maybe that you're happy they won last year, or you can't wait until Porzingis comes back in the lineup,
Oh
or you
God.
maybe you hope that Al Horford plays until he's 50. But something like
Mm,
that. I think you should send it later tonight when the Bucks are playing the Celtics.
maybe in French
By
in honor
point
of Wemby.
six
Ooh.
points. Yeah. By
I would
point
never
six
honor
points.
Wemby. I'm off the Wemby bandwagon. He's trash.
Oh no.
Whoa. Whoa.
His SORA
Whoa.
average is 50 something.
I
Yeah,
did play
50,
him
and
this
he's
week.
putting up 25 and 40.
I
Yeah, but
swapped
he's a
for him in
value
common.
play.
I did
He's a
swap for
value
him in
play.
common.
Exactly. He's a value play.
55. Unbelievable.
I swapped for him in
He
common. I'm really
he
liking
might
common, by the
be
way.
he might be out of the top tier, the star tier. Not price
Whoa.
wise, but score
Whoa.
wise.
Whoa. 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 You're saying
It,
rest of the season you don't put him up there
there's
with
been two
Luka,
games.
Jokic, Giannis? You're a
I
seller?
don't know. The Spurs are bad,
The Spurs
and
are
he
bad.
he hasn't looked great. He did have 29 points against the Rockets, but he only put up 43 solar points, which isn't great. One assist,
Compared to
three
his average. Yeah.
blocks. Points will come for him this year, but I think he'll struggle with getting points in other assets of the game.
Okay.
Okay. Let's do another. Should we do a double two or nothing,
A year
Jacob?
long?
Or give Josh an opportunity? What if should we set the line at 50? Josh, do you think would Wemby cross 50 solar points this week? Are you gonna take the under? He has 3 games. Do you think he gets
Oh
above
man.
50 in 3 games? Are you that
Well,
low on him?
not in 3 games.
Do you think one of them?
I bet one of the three he'll get over 50.
Okay,
All right,
so over under.
55?
No, I like it by games. One out of the 3 games. I think like he could have like 2 of the 3 games he gets 50. I could see it.
Sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you
So
think one?
this is double or nothing?
No, no, no,
No,
no.
you still gotta tweet tonight, man.
Yeah, still got to sweep
So
something.
why
This is
wait,
just
so
a,
what
I don't know.
what's the point of me doing this then?
if not, you have to buy a Wemby and give him away.
Yeah,
Oh
okay.
my God. I'll tell you what. Okay. No, no, I'm not saying it. No, I am not saying it. My wallet, that is a lot of money. I was gonna say if Wemby does not put up 30, because Lord, he's gonna blow out his knee tonight, and
If he
then I'm
doesn't
like,
put up
then I'm gonna,
30.
yeah.
Okay, you could do that count as a
No,
push.
not
That counts as a
if
push.
if he doesn't put up 50 in any one of the 3 games this week, then I would buy a
Oh,
Wemby and give it
50?
away. Yeah.
50's tough. 30? That would be an insane bet.
I
Yeah.
think you should give it to me.
No. Oh,
Well, either way, Wemby, so rare points or not, has we haven't been able to fully analyze him from a so rare perspective because, of course, as of last Tuesday, the single day that we upload this podcast now, in fact, we usually upload it on Wednesday, so we've even recorded in the past where we this would have been covered already. But no, as of last Tuesday, while we uploaded this podcast, Sorare NBA and
oh,
Sorare MLB keyword, Sorare data MLB, Sorare data and MLB, NBA, I can't even speak anymore, have ceased their operations. And we will no longer get our lineup builders, our projections, we can still look at the market and still see what they cost and stuff, but you can just do that
for
so
now.
rare now. Yeah.
For now,
Yeah.
we don't even know.
Yeah.
I think I wouldn't trust anything on that site with basketball or baseball now going forward.
So what do we do? Well, how do we set our solar lineups now? Our podcast last week, this is crazy. I went back and checked, and I didn't check all of them, but I checked like the last 40, 50 episodes. Our podcast got a dislike on YouTube. We got
Wow.
disliked on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, good. The hate that helps the algo. Keep
I
Yeah,
know.
love
dislike
it.
us.
It's still
Break
a
the
rating,
record.
but I think
Break the
someone was
record.
mad that we used so rare data for half the episode last week talking about
Oh,
players and building lineups and stuff like that. Because that's what we ended up doing last week. And of course,
egg on our face.
what happens? But it shuts down.
That's crazy.
So, hey, what do we do now? I don't know. I don't know how to set my solar lineups. I don't know how to win rewards. What do we do? Andrew, you found something pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you guys, I went through so many emotions that day because in baseball, I feel confident enough. Like I feel like I can set my own line. Like I don't need training wheels. I know who's good. I know, how it works. But in SoRa NBA, if you don't have projections, you're dead in the water. So to go from the ability to see which of my guys that were are gonna, get a huge increase of minutes without having to spend hours combing through different sites, and then even then converting that value play from a daily DFS perspective into so rare. That is not the same currency oftentimes. I was lost, and I was really looking forward to the season. And before I found my eventual solution, I was like, I don't know if I can play Sora NBA. If there's no projections, but I do think they actually have added projections. We could talk about this, uh, but it's so projection dependent for me that without that information, it's not as fun, or it's not as I feel like I am just throwing darts at a dartboard, but I'm blindfolded and the
Yeah.
dartboard is 200 feet away.
Yeah.
That's I think that I would be just as good as that is just randomly setting my players, honestly.
I think
Yeah.
like part of it too is the that it's all in one place for you, or was all in one place
It
for you on
was.
Solar Data. I think if you really sat down and took the time, you could look at injury reports and who's projected to get more playing time on non-sober related websites. Um, but in order to sit down and do that, it would take so long to go through and look up each of your players and figure all of that out. So I had the same feelings you did. I was like, I'm still happy to play, but I'm gonna have zero clue like what I'm doing basically. And I guess part of that is exposing myself a little bit as to my. I think I know the NBA decently, but in terms of keeping up with like injuries and players going to the G League and what team's defense isn't playing well and who has a bad perimeter defense and all that kind of stuff. I'm not as good like you said compared to MLB, where I think I know a lot more in that sense. So I was also feeling very lost and kind of frustrated. I know we've had this conversation off the podcast, but I went basically as soon as I found out that information, I went and canceled my SorareData subscription because I didn't really see a use for it. Like without the features on NBA and MLB, I play soccer still, but not to the extent of the other sports. I didn't really see a use, and I'm a little confused or slash frustrated with SorareData. I feel like this was a big product of theirs, and I don't know why they would just get rid of it. And seemingly out of the blue, unless I missed something, kind of feels like they just came out and were like, yeah, it's over. Okay, next.
Yeah. Thank you. Next.
Right?
I mean, that would be a question. Hey, Hunter, get Laird on your podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, though, that would be great.
Yeah. No,
And then
that would be
maybe
a
Donald
question.
Trump or Kamala after that.
Yeah, right. No, that's Theo Von. Or
Ha!
Joe Rogan, apparently. But I would say that's a question for Laird. That's a question for someone that actually works at SorareData. There's server space that they have to pay for. There's maintenance that they have to pay for. There's obviously programmers. Like, it's not just Laird doing that. There's other people helping run that site too. So there's all these things in like the background that it must not have just been worth it for them to maintain the American sports, or they're doing so much for soccer because soccer's got like daily competitions with rivals, and it's got season long competitions, and it's got its regular competitions, it's got classic, it's got in season, it's got so many more things than it did when Sorare and SorareData started, that maybe they're just focusing on the football because it's not worth it for them to focus on the other sports.
Yeah. I think we don't know what's fully going on, and I've always been a huge supporter of Sorare Data. The only thing, and I know I don't want this to turn into a Sorare Data bashing, or I don't have any ill will to them, but
No,
from a
not at all.
pure business perspective, it is awful timing on the day of the most important day of the season to announce that. I think the timing of it is very, very poor from a public relations, from a customer perspective. It would essentially be like on the first day of the NBA season, the YouTube TV or TNT saying, "Yep, we're not going to stream NBA games. Sorry, you're not going to be able to watch NBA on TNT anymore." And you're like, "Huh? Well, I was just like literally going to plan to watch the games here all season long. Well, I don't know what I'm going to do now." And then it's like the day of, versus a month out, be like, hey guys, like heads up, like you might not be able to watch your games on. That gives you time to plan. So I think, again, I think I hope they made the decision wisely. I am disappointed most with the timing of it because I scrambled on the first day that was supposed to be a day of excitement. It did not, that first day did not feel good for me because I spent way too much time stressing about my lineups, and ultimately I didn't like any of them because I felt like I was, walking in the dark. Um, but yeah, I think for me more, it's the timing of it. I still will keep my football subscription, but to be honest, it's the principle of it too. But yeah, I would love to see Laird go on. I double down on that. Laird go on Hunter's podcast, and
Or
yeah,
just on their
I
own.
love.
I mean, have they
Yeah,
talked about it?
you know,
I
I
haven't
I
seen much
tried to.
info
Yeah,
after the
just
fact
the Medium
either.
article.
Yeah. So
Or come on our podcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've always been a big fan of Laird. I think they likely did it for the right reasons, but yeah, I think I'm just disappointed in the timing and ultimately of the decision too. But there's so much that goes into it.
Right. Obviously, if it was not making them money, at the end of the day, Sword Data is a business as much as we use it for our own personal gain and benefit on
Right.
Sorare. It is a business. So if it wasn't making money for them, then absolutely it's the right decision. Um, so I fully understand that. That doesn't really change my frustration, obviously, but I am understanding of, again, hopefully it's for the right decision. We just like some more clarity on as to why they would just kind of just go away with that kind of thing.
But good news, guys. We got Sorare NBA Jet. Interesting name. This is a brand. I've literally typed one of my. I did so many punts that day. I paid for a RotoWire subscription. I found some random Patreon. I subscribed to that. I was literally like looking for any sort of information I could possibly find on the internet, and then I ultimately just was like, Sorare NBA lineup builder. First result, Google search, Sorare NBA Jet. I said to myself, this is probably some sort of scam, or it's probably like someone built it and it's like years old, it's not maintained. And I like logged in, connected my Sorare account, expecting all of my ETH to just go away from this connection, but it didn't. And magically, it was the exact tool that I'd literally been searching hours for, and it was right in front of my fingertips. Unfortunately, I did not have a paid subscription, so when the site inevitably got overwhelmed from all of the SorareData people, if you were
It
on the site,
crashed.
it crashed for good reason because it went
Yes,
literally from
in a good way.
from third place to first place overnight. But yeah, I've been using that site. I just set all my lineups with it. I paid for the $5 membership fee, which I think is a very, very good value. Um, very impressed with the features and yeah, huge plug for Sorare NBA Jet. I probably wouldn't be this excited about the season if it wasn't for them, honestly.
Yeah. So what, I guess, what is Solar NBA Jet?
So and I really hope they come up with MLB I might have to find out who's made this and like start DMing them and just start feature requesting stuff. So it
Just
definitely seems like
tweet at him
yeah,
at
or her.
Solar
We don't
NBA
know.
Jet or
We don't
them.
know.
Tweet at them.
Yeah,
Exactly.
we don't know.
Followed by John, by the way.
Oh, there we go.
So John
But
thinks it's legit.
it's a legit tool. They have not stolen any of my money. My bank account's all good. They are a very reputable business. Um, no, it's they have projections on who is going to have the best game week. They allow you to build your own lineups on the site, and they have a one-click export to Sorare. I'm currently setting 9 lineups because I'm a whale, and I used to have to go and onto SorareData, build them, then rebuild them on Sorare. Now with Sorare NBA Jet, one click, lineups get imported. I kick back on my desk and I can go on with my day. Huge tool. And to be honest with you, I feel like every day I'm uncovering a new Easter egg or something that a tool I did not know existed on that site. So I think play around with it. Let us know if you sign up, how you're liking it. I cannot see how you play Sorare NBA this season without a tool like that. Uh, but yeah, very impressed with the tool and honestly the team.
Yeah. So I guess to get into it a little bit, it's it, very, very similar in aesthetics
Yeah,
to SorareData. That I don't know how much of a problem that could be, but it looks exactly like SorareData, which is I think that's a good thing for people that are using it because it's the same.
it's
It's
more
what you're used
familiar.
to. Um, it's like it's got to be like version 1 or like
Oh, yeah.
1.01. Yeah. So it's again when Sorare started off, that website was not the most intuitive website to navigate.
Still
And
really isn't.
yeah. So Sorare NBA Jet, not the most intuitive website to navigate.
Not yet.
But once you
No.
figure it out, like Andrew said, you can directly for that $5 a month or €5 a month because
Five
it's servers
euros.
being run out of Europe.
It
Um,
is. Yep.
yes. So €5 a month, you can get that auto export your lineup. You set 9 lineups with one click.
Yeah.
That sounds like
Yeah.
a sales pitch to me.
I
Sponsor
know. I
us,
feel like this is an
Sorare
ad.
NBA Jet.
Yeah.
Sponsor us.
Yeah. Yeah. If
I think
you
Andrew, your goal after this is to reach out to them on Twitter.
I will get
Yeah.
in touch with them. I want to shake their hand. I
Yeah,
want to shake
be
their
like,
hand.
this is it. This is what we needed. This is what's keeping us alive. Our hopes and dreams.
Yeah.
I need this for MLB. I need
Mm.
this bad. I need it if you're listening,
With
so I need this
Andrew,
bad.
the real important question here is, will you be changing your username to
Oh,
Andrew with the line Solar NBA Jet? Because they have that option right on the front page here to
you
change your
know what?
username.
Do it.
Yeah,
I think you
I
should.
think I
They've
do.
earned
I
your
think I
business.
do. They really have. They really have. So I was going to wait a week but this has been 2 game weeks in a row where I've set my lineups. I yeah, I'm doing it. Solar NBA Jet. There we go. Change now. Look at there's a button. It takes me right to it. That's amazing.
Pretty cool.
You're gonna see that on the top of the leaderboards there, guys.
Oh, free advertising.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
maybe not free once you reach out to them. Uh, but yeah, my favorite feature, I mean, outside of the lineup builder, which is probably the main feature I feel like most people will want to use, I love the roster feature, which shows you all the cards you have and what team they play for, and it's all
Yeah.
lined up for you, so you can literally see how many players you have on each team, um, which can be super helpful. It also includes their L10 average on that same screen. So, like you said, there's a lot of great features on this website, and it's been super helpful for the first couple game weeks. And I think they have a great chance to optimize and kind of slide in where Sorare data left off and become the prime number one website for all things Sorare outside of Sorare.
At least the American sports.
Correct.
Um,
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
they should even try and tap into football.
No.
No.
I don't think there's a point. They are called Sorare NBA Jet, but maybe they could invent an MLB Jet.
Just like we're the batting practice podcast and we
Right.
talk NBA too.
Right.
Yep. Exactly.
We'll
Yeah.
see. I think they
It's
got lots of they're the perfect complement for the batting practice podcast. I
Agreed.
think I'll get in touch with the creator of this and I think we'll have a lot. Maybe we'll have to have him on. I kind of
yeah.
I want to meet this person.
I like
Yeah.
it.
Or it's a team. Maybe it's a team. Maybe it's more than one. Who
Maybe
knows?
it is. Yeah. I mean, we
Probably
could
is.
always have a midweek podcast, an emergency. This is kind of an emergency episode because we wouldn't be talking about Sorare NBA Jet if we didn't have an emergency.
Yeah.
But we did. But we've solved it. I mean, we haven't done anything. We haven't done anything. We just click on
And,
a few buttons. To
and
be fair,
guys,
that's what they click on a few buttons, and that's how that thing happened. That's how websites happen, you know?
their projections are fire too. I was able to use their I had my biggest success actually in common. I think people are sleeping on common to start this. I won the best box I won was a 3-star box. That was in common contender. I finished in
Wow.
200th place. Thanks
Wow.
to my zero cap SAR who got 30 on a zero. And again, it allowed me to play some huge heavy hitters in a lineup that, contender you should have no business playing. But again, like I was consoling everyone to start. This is just a week zero, week one thing. Now that advantage that those rookies have is gone. So hopefully, I'm hoping for my first card from Sora NBA Jet, and I got 9 lineups in. Hopefully, one of them's got a hit, right?
Yeah, right.
You would think.
We shall see.
We shall see.
Well, have you
Well,
bought any cards, guys?
uh I bought one Austin Reeves.
Oh, a new one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Oh,
bought
okay.
one Austin Reeves, and it was mainly because I wanted to see what I would get with the double down sort of thing, and I got like 2 essence, so it wasn't that great.
Oh, I was curious. So yeah, you got 2 essence? Okay.
Yeah.
What's your guys' essence totals at?
Speaking of this, I'm at 5, by the way, and so
Okay.
not that great. I've gotten a lot of market credit. But I
Oh,
thought the little daily thing at the top was going to be weekly. I thought it was going to start over at 1 once you got to 7,
mm,
and you would get common card, a little bit better common card, a little bit better
yeah.
common card, box, common, a little bit better box. I thought that was going to be every week. That was just the first week.
Oh, it's only the first week?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
It's not.
gone. It's
It's wait.
gone.
It's
gone.
No. I'm in the app. It says 12 hours to go.
What?
Uh, let's see, guys. Daily claim. Yeah, in 12,
You must
12
have just never
hours,
claimed all of yours.
I get a 2-star box.
Yeah,
That
I
is
don't think
that
you've
is
claimed them all yet.
that is not
What?
not on mine.
Oh
Not
yeah,
on
yeah.
mine.
Yeah, because this is my day 7. So
Yep. After that, it'll be gone, my friend.
See, I did
dang
them
it.
all in a row, and I didn't get any
Wait,
extra
what?
bonus for. I got it 7 days in a row.
Oh, well, I thought I did too. I
No.
guess I didn't. I guess I didn't. Well, you don't.
I know. Uh,
Andrew, my essence, I've gotten really lucky actually. I
How
have
many do you have?
not gotten any market credit. Zero. I
what?
have zero market credit. I
How
have
many S? Which essence
21
you?
essence
Okay.
What?
because one of my boxes, my one
Did
star
you win?
box had 10.
Nice.
It was like
What?
Nice.
five, it was like 5% chance or
I've
less.
gotten so unlucky.
Yeah.
You're like
21.
me and Sir.
I've had like 3 or 4 2-star boxes, and they've all been market credit or one essence.
I've not had any market credit, which is crazy.
That's actually insane.
Yeah,
I've
That's like winning all cards in Sorare MLB.
I know.
That's pretty good. However, I do think the market credit is working a little bit differently in NBA. It's straight, it's not a percentage discount, right, guys? Is it? I think it's like a gift card in a way. I haven't bid on anything just yet because I was gonna go through something. But here, we got a Zach. No, Zach just refreshed. All right, a Reggie Jackson, $1.54. If I do it, okay. We got, where's my market credit? Cash wallet balance, credit applied, 90. Oh, it's like half off. Oh my God.
I think I saw 50%.
So I get 50% off up to, where's my essence totals at? Oh, yeah, here we go. I have 50% off up to $15. That's pretty crazy. So I could get a $30 card for 15. Might have to do that. 15 bucks off is a pretty good deal. But
That's
guys,
pretty good.
I'm gonna teach you how to when to claim your essence. That might be something either a tweet
Ooh.
or I'll show you at the next podcast. But
When
for
to
this,
claim?
oh yeah, it's math. It's just math. Uh, but I got you guys one better to start the season. We got some math. Are you ready to get into it?
All right,
Let's
let's hear it.
go.
Okay, very quick. What I did is this is just looking at the champ payouts at a limited level. This is the current number of people that have entered. Of course, this is going to change and likely get higher. But what I've done, this is the payout structure for Solar NBA. So the top 3 places pay out. This is the first gets 1,200. That's a pretty good prize. Third place gets 400. Fourth and fifth get 200 each. So what this represents is the total pot that's given out is that 8,200 number listed. And so every game week, you can expect to win $4.10 based on the number of people entering it. What was important, why I was curious how many weeks there were between October and April, that represents how many game weeks there are, 40 in total. So that $4 seems small per game week, but you look at it from a season perspective, you can spend on average 164 bucks on a team and expect to pay that off with your winnings. However, if you change this, let's say over the course of the season, let's say maybe 3,000 people enter. Now all of a sudden, what you should have spent on the team is $110, but maybe along the way you won. So I don't know, guys. I might this number is higher than what I was expecting, and there's definitely some options I've been seeing, especially with market credit, where I think the math makes sense to actually go ahead and buy some of these in-season cards.
Yeah. I mean, first and foremost, check us out on YouTube if you're just listening, because this is a viewing specialty right now. And if you were wondering what Andrew's mental math was happening at the beginning of this episode, we figured it out an hour in. We're
Oh
right
yeah,
here.
yeah.
There you are. So that's like a spoiled. No, that's good. That's good content. That's like when you hint at something that's going to happen in your episode, but you don't do it until the end, so you have to watch the whole thing. That's smart.
Engagement.
That's smart. Hey, with the market credit, that number could drop too, depending on
That's
how much
very
market
true.
credit you win. So
Right.
even less. I would definitely recommend looking at this spreadsheet for sure.
I'll tweet it out. But yeah,
Yeah.
right now the
Yeah.
budget, there are 2,100 people that entered limited champ. That right now, so you can on average spend $155 on a team. A lot of that, and guys, we might have to next week. They also announced today the Sorare NBA Cup, which also will
Yes.
have cash prizes. So this cash is just from the game weeks. However, it does assume that there will be 40 continuous game weeks. Likely some of that weekly cash will transfer over to the cup at that time. So maybe it's really like 35 game weeks. So maybe, but I think if you spend around $125 on a limited team, I think you could easily, pay that off over the course of the season. But a lot of it is heavily weighted towards those top places where, again, you hit one first place. Hell, if you hit one sixth place, you already paid off your whole team with a single game week, which is kind of crazy.
Not that that's easy to do, but hey,
Hey,
you
I haven't
build
done
the
it.
right team. Yeah, you build the right team. Why not?
True.
Why
True.
not?
Now using Sorare NBA Jet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There you go. So we'll see. Next week we'll have an update for you. Next week we'll have a World Series update for you as well. And I guess to end it, should we go back to baseball full circle? Send a
We got to do a
pickle.
pickle.
We
Oh
only
yeah.
have two teams left to guess. We
Oh,
have the
baby.
Yanks and we have the Dodgers. And yeah, let's start it.
Can't
Only pickle, only guessing playoff players, and there's only two teams left in the playoffs.
let's go
Quick shout
Soto.
out.
Ooh.
Oh,
Paulo.
Whoa.
64 already.
wow.
Man. Okay. Is that your champ?
This is my limited daily hoops.
Wait, so this is your
Daily.
leftovers?
I changed my lineup setting order.
Your strategy.
I set my strategy. I set my hoops lineup first.
Your daily lineup?
My daily hoops
Okay.
lineup first.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
No, I
That's
like it. I
What?
like it. That's why he's
No,
got so
that's
much essence. He's
Look,
a
look.
3-star box.
that's a terrible strategy. Do
He's
not
gonna
try
be
this at
crafting
home.
cards. He's gonna be crafting more cards than you win.
I'm
Yes,
gonna win a
sir.
card. All right,
No,
okay.
you're not.
If Josh wins more this week, then I will send out a tweet. If Josh wins more
You
with
do
these
need
cards
50
in daily,
essence.
Hey, I got
You do
21.
need 50 essence.
yeah.
That's
Well, I'll tell you
crazy.
guys when to claim it. So
All right. Next week. Okay. Should we go like
How about Freddie? Freddie's been hot.
that's true.
Freddie's
Yeah.
been the man.
Walk off grand slam.
Freddie, man.
That's
West, okay,
not
but
good.
not the Dodgers.
That's not good.
It's not
So
the
it's
Yankees
not
either.
the Yankees or the Dodgers.
Gosh.
Here we go.
Giving you the position. Soto.
Right. So it's gonna be a righty. Yeah, let's go by position. I guess a righty. Guess like Volpe.
Yeah. 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 Young guy.
Okay, so he's in the
American.
middle. Probably get pitchers out of the way. Maybe like
Jack Flaherty.
an age in the middle there. Yeah, that's a good guess. And
Okay.
okay,
and he's a
starting
pitcher. He's a
pitcher.
pitcher.
Okay, not from the
Not
USA.
American.
We haven't been thinking about that. Okay, guess like Luis Heel.
I like that.
He's 26.
Oh,
Dominican.
it's the AL.
Oh
right?
yeah, you're right. Okay, so it's the
Oh
AL.
no, it could be the NL East too. Or NL West, sorry. Or
It
no,
could be
NL East. Yeah.
N-
It can be the NL East or
the AL West.
yes.
Yes.
Weird.
So it's not the Centrals, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
we have it down to everything. And now it could be
Ages-
any Dominican pitcher,
Starting pitcher.
starting pitcher that's a righty
And
in the NL
that's
East.
about 20. He's probably 20. He's got to be 28 then. Right?
28. Yeah,
Because if
you're
he's
right.
not,
Could be
yeah,
He's gonna
30.
be closer to.
No,
Oh, he could be 30. He could be 30.
oh, that's true. Yeah, he could be 30. Yep.
I think
I
he could even
mean,
be 31.
Yep. Because it's +2 of the age.
I think so. So
I-
28, 30,
this
or
is
30.
not
Okay,
looking good for
No,
us.
so he's for sure. No. Because if he was 28, that would be orange. So he's
Oh, yeah, you're
exactly
right.
30 or
30,
31.
31. Okay.
Okay. So a little
Dominican
older.
starting pitcher, 30, 31 in the NL East or the AL West. Okay. So basically everybody.
How old is Luis Castillo?
Ooh.
Your so rare.
That could be
Go
a
card.
great guess.
That could be a good guess. That could be a very good guess.
Oh my God, I think it's him.
That's a good guess.
I think we just have to go for it.
Yeah, we do.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh.
Good
So he's
guess.
30,
So he's
30.
30,
And
Yep.
it's the NL
Dang.
East.
and it's the
Oh
NL
my-
East.
God, I was so. Is it Manea?
No, he's Hawaiian.
Oh. They
Um,
have a not a Nationals.
Phillies, Braves, Nationals.
oh, like Yoan.
Oh, is it Ranger Suarez?
Isn't he a lefty?
He's also a lefty, isn't he?
I think Ranger's a lefty.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's also
Venezuelan.
Venezuelan.
Um,
Oh,
The
man,
Braves
okay.
Is
have-
Braves at Braves?
yeah, they have. I always get him confused with Rizal Iglesias, but his name is Reynaldo Lopez.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's gotta be it. It's gotta be it. No way!
Are
No
you
way.
kidding?
Oh,
Are you
no.
kidding?
Oh
Are
no!
you kidding?
And we have everything besides the player. We have everything.
That's crazy.
Wow.
It's
Well,
not,
and the team. We don't
it's
know
not the
what.
Braves, yeah.
Not the Braves. I feel like the Phillies don't
Sandy?
have.
Okay.
Sandy Alcantara?
Yes. I was gonna say it's a Marlin. It's a Marlin.
He's 29. No.
No.
Wow.
Oh my God, we're just flexing on him.
How many Dominican pitchers have we named?
Yeah.
All of them. All of them.
Who else are we missing from the NL East? Phillies,
Phillies,
Marlins.
Nationals,
Nationals.
And the Mets.
the
Oh,
Mets.
Mets.
Easy to forget about.
Oh,
Yep.
it could be
How old is Edward Cabrera? Oh, he's 26.
Oh,
Jeez.
man.
Oh man.
Who's the Mets pitcher? How quickly we forget.
I know. I
What do
feel
you
like it's a
mean-
Mets guy.
What do you
It's a
mean the
Mets
Mets
guy.
pitcher?
Oh, I can't think of his name.
Quintana.
No, he's a lefty.
No, he's a lefty. The other
Oh,
one.
Oh, Severino.
Severino. Thank you.
It's got to be him. It's got to
Yep.
be.
oh, okay. Yep.
Thank
Yep.
you. I told you the Mets pitcher.
Wow, that took forever. That was
We
pretty
had some
good.
really good guesses.
Pretty
We had
good.
some really good guesses.
Rattling off those
I
Dominican
thought
30-ish-year-old pitchers. Those are pretty good.
I thought
Castillo
Castillo was it. I thought
Yeah.
it was it.
Dang.
Still, we got Severino. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff.
I like that.
Wow. Well, there you have it. I should have said this earlier, but guys, we don't normally harp on this too much, but subscribing, leaving us a rating, liking our YouTube videos, it all helps us a lot. And
Yeah,
it
we
takes
gotta
you like
dislike.
2 seconds. It takes you 2
And
seconds. to go
dislike
do
it. Dislike
Yeah.
it.
It's true.
Sure, do whatever you want. If you don't like it, dislike it. Fair. But it takes like 0 time to go do it. And it helps a ton
see
for
this
us. So
dislike.
go do it. Go do it. Right now. Quick, click off, go give it a like, give it a rating. We appreciate it. It helps a ton. So thanks for doing that, because I know you just went and did it. But also check
gonna
out our
dislike it.
socials as well. Go check out our Twitter. Be on the lookout for that little
Giveaways. We haven't done an NBA
yes.
giveaway yet.
Absolutely. as well as that spreadsheet that Andrew just made, and maybe
There we go.
some
Oh,
Sorare
and
NBA Jet
Nosh's
content.
tweet
My
and
tweet.
Sora NBA Jet.
I'm excited for your
Oh
tweet.
yeah.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff coming out on the socials. So be on the lookout for all that. And again, thank you for listening to our podcast. We appreciate all your support. Until next week, you used to attend batting practice. Now you're ready to get in the game. Peace.
Peace.